All right, Total, Jeff Lynn's in the garage with you on Wednesday, June the 20th. And we talked about having our shocks come in, and we've got the front ones on. Glad of that. Just one more thing we can mark off, but we don't have the back ones yet. We're fixing to get back there and check it out. Park brake cables we finished up on. Kind of, sort of. We got them just kind of run in there to the pedal assembly. And we've got the right rear passenger side. It is hooked up and clipped in. Hot tuber's on the driver's side. You can see that the caliper is in the front, and that this e-brake cable will make the loop and come in through here and hook up to here. But we got to get that clip. As soon as it comes in the mail, we'll finish that up. Probably tomorrow afternoon, we're going to do our shocks on the back. We'll be through with that. And I'll give you a little shot of the e-brake or park brake cable on the passenger side, hooked up, rocking and rolling, looking good. Get out there so you can tell what's up. Alright, Tubers, Jeff Lynn's in the garage with you Thursday the 21st of June. We left off yesterday getting our front shocks put on. I think we showed a shot on the last clip of the e-brake cables and stuff. We got the wheels off. We're going to work on the rear shocks today. One more day this week. We've got a long weekend coming up. Hopefully we'll get this car pretty much put together in 4 days. Doors, trunk. I'm not sure how much of the front area we're going to put on. Alright, YouTube, one set of Monroe shocks on the back end of the car. One in the back, one in the front. Staggered shock rear end. Don't know why it's that way, but that's just the way it is. Not much of a problem to get them on. Everything right now is kind of fully extended, the shocks, and I'm guessing it's because there's just no weight on this car. No windshield, no deck lid, no trunk, no bumper. So once we get all that stuff, I'm hoping that will compress everything. The leaf springs, everything probably will have to be adjusted a little bit. That deal back there, I'm not 100% sure on how to adjust, but we'll figure it out and go from there. All right, YouTube, we found our inner fender wheelhouse, whatever you call it, brace or bracket. We've got both of them, driver side, passenger side now. So we're good there. Just something we got in this week. Still waiting on the clip for the e-brake cable. It'll probably be Monday, the way it's looking for that. So we'll just leave the car like it is, but there's a lot we can do. So 4 days, we're going to try to clean up the firewall. We're going to try to get the trunk lid, the new one, mounted, check the fitment of it. We've got to mount the spoiler to the new one. So that's all stuff we're going to do, hopefully in the next 4 days after tomorrow. Or actually, we can start on some of this tomorrow. So trunk lid, spoiler, fitment of the trunk. Doors we'll put back on, get those adjusted back out, and hopefully not have to take them off anymore. And we'll leave the front like it is till we get motor mounts on, in place, and firewall cleaned up. And then we'll scratch our head a little while and see what's next. All right, Tube, we'll bring you back. Everything is done in the back end. The wheels are back on the car. The clip for the e-brake cable is on. We're in good shape. On the driver's side, everything's hooked up underneath the car. We can work on the trunk lid, spoiler. We can start trying to get our motor mount stuff figured out. I don't want to put the fenders or the core support and all that back on there till I get the motor mounts on in the right place and mounted. So that's something else I can work on. A lot of different things, a lot of different areas I can go to. We'll figure out where we headed and we'll bring you along when we have some stuff to look at. All right, tubers, getting a little late in the day. Got the brackets for the gas shocks welded on the new trunk lid. Got them in place, got the trunk just setting up there finger tight. Have not bolted anything. We're gonna wait till tomorrow. We'll get a fresh start, get out here, put the seal in. I need to see how much we're gonna try to shim to make everything nice and level. We decided we just start at the back end. We'll probably go ahead and test fit the bumper, make sure all that's gonna be good. We hope nothing has changed drastically. We did have it on at one point and it was fitting right, so we'll go again. We'll just start putting it together from the back end forward. And when we get up here, like I said earlier, we'll get the doors on and then we'll probably stop at that point and start with the subframe, motor mount, stuff like that. Make sure all this is mocked up so that when we do decide to put the drivetrain, motor and all in there, we'll be ready for it. So we shall turn this back on when we have some more. All right, tubers. All right, tubers, Saturday the 23rd of June. We've got the trunk, the new one on, bolted down tight. It's pretty much the same situation as with the other one. And what it is, when I rebuilt this top of this quarter, I didn't get it just right here. I got too much of a gap here. Coming down into here is good all the way. And the other side is not bad. It's a little bit wide, but not, I think I can live with this. I think I can deal with that. I like that. It's pretty much the same all the way down. It's right here that's our problem. So we're going to probably end up doing the same thing we did on the other one, and that is to build out at an angle down to right in here, about halfway to right in here, just to try to close this gap up a little bit. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good. And I don't know how good that's showing up. Like I say, it's not terrible, but I believe it would be worth doing in the long run. So we'll probably have to do that. The other thing is the trunk height. In other words, when you pull this tight here and close the trunk, it's good in this area, and it's good in this area. We need to shim up just a little bit on this side, not much. But on this side, we probably need to shim up a good 1/8 of an inch to make that all level. What I'm thinking is, instead of trying to use shims, is just to pull the trunk, make a piece to go on top of the bracket and spot it on there so you don't have shims falling out, trying to work with the trunk. It will be a solid piece welded onto the top of this hinge. At least that's my thinking. So that's probably what we're going to attempt. And again, let me get across here and give you a shot, and you can kind of tell, you see that quarter's higher than the trunk. So I think that's what we're going to work on before we mess with the spoiler. But we're going to stay back here on this until we get it like we want it. No matter what, if it takes all day, that's what we're going to work on. All right, tubers, we probably got pretty close to enough for a video. If not, we'll bring you back for what we end up doing back here. If not, we'll start a new video. All right, tubers. We got her shimmed up and pretty much perfect on the driver's side. I really like that. That's good. But I got it shimmed up on the other side, and if you'll look right about there, this trunk has got a little bit of a bow to it. Not bad. It's good up there where we shimmed it, and it's good down here at the bottom, but it's definitely got a little bit of squirreliness right there. I'm not 100% sure on what I'm gonna do about that. I might try to lay something in there and just kind of see if I can bring that up without bending it. I don't want to put a crease in it, so definitely got to be careful. But let's see. You can kind of see it right there. Everything else is good, but right in that little part right there. All right, we'll do something. We'll try to get it straight. Other than that, the fitment's good. The gaps aren't bad. I'm probably going to leave the trunk like it is. It's not terrible at all. We adjusted our latch. I believe I can live with that, tubers. I can't live with that little whoop right there though. We'll have to do something, because that's, like I say, it's good right in here, and it's good right up in here. Right through there, we're gonna have to do something. All right, we'll bring you back. All right, YouTube, got everything put together, got the spoiler drilled, mounted, worked on our gap issues, gas springs in place, hooked up, working. Hold the trunk up fine with that spoiler on it, no problems. We took a rag and balled up a rag, that rag. Balled up that rag nice and tight, laid it in here under this lip, and just started closing that trunk and moving that rag along, and we came out with a great profile right there. I'm extremely happy about that. Didn't get in a hurry, just kind of took our time. And if you ever have to do that, I mean, that seems to be a great way to do it, rather than putting a wood block or something that could crease. That rag, it's got some give to it, and it also supports it enough to kind of form that stuff a little bit. So turned out good, I thought. Pretty happy with it. Looks decent. Pretty happy about all the gaps and the spoiler gaps. Like that much better than the one we made. Much better. A little wide up here, a little wide, and a little tight right here. I believe we can work that out and be happy without having to weld this trunk up like we did the old one. At least that's the plan. That's the plan for now. Not too bad though. Digging on that. Gonna get the bumper out, put it on, give you a shot of that, and we'll probably have plenty of time for a video, and we'll get this uploaded and we'll bring you back. All right, tubers, we pulled out the bumper, wiped it off, found some bolts, mounted it, and it fits pretty good. I don't think we're gonna have any problems with that. So new trunk lid's done, spoilers on, bumper fits, and it's been a fairly productive morning, and we're gonna call it quits with this video, and we'll do something else tomorrow probably. We're gonna get inside and take it easy the rest of the day. All right, tubers, we'll do it again.